Hello and welcome everyone to another episode. Yes, so some of you guys might recognize this, some of you might not, but yeah, here we go. So I've been designing a crane for the longest time. There's a lot of people on this channel. One of the major things with my crane, you guys, a lot of you know, and I've always been complaining about, is the part count. Well, now that I got a modded series and all that good stuff, and we really picked up from there, yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with this. So you guys can see under crane here, it's only a whopping 15 part crane. Look at that. That's 15 whole parts here. And some of you might be wondering exactly what it is, exactly how that is 15 parts. I have the Weld It mod. I can't exactly give you the name. I'll put it in the description below. I'm pointing down like I know where I'm pointing, but yeah, that doesn't even look right. So I built this crane, and this will be sent to Minmus, and this will kind of help with construction of our new base that will be put on the surface of Minmus. And I have a lot of plans for it for right now, but I don't want to tell you guys everything just yet. And let's see if I can get lucky and actually close these things once I place them. I don't know what it is, but I happen to not have any luck every time I place one of these things. And I can never seem to get it closed. So let's see. Spin this around. No, that's not the right way. There we go. Oh, and I only placed it on one side. Yep, give me this. There we go. So I want to apologize a little bit for the last episode. I know it wasn't the longest or the most entertaining, but I really felt like I needed to tell you guys about every freaking mod that I got, because it was just way too much. There was just way too many mods for me just to, like, kind of gradually introduce you guys to every single thing that I got. So it was a little bit much, that's all I can say. Let's see, I want to put some lights on this thing. I'll just go with a white nav light. I'll put on 2 of them. That way we can put some light on the subject. Hopefully that will be enough light, that these two little guys will have enough light that it will illuminate everything underneath it. So the one thing I want to show you guys as far as the testing is concerned, because you're probably wondering how exactly this crane is going to work and all that other good stuff. So I'll do a little test here. Since we can't actually just place something underneath, I kind of have to do a little bit of some funkiness here in order for it to work out the right way. Let's see, where is, give me this. Wait, is that placed on, yeah it is, whatever. Place this here and there. Now I do this and it actually kind of works out pretty well. So let's see, we need just like a random, completely random piece. What am I looking for anyway? Oh yeah, yes. I don't think I'm gonna put that there. Let's see, bring this off. And we need something else here, because this is kind of what I have to go through building this kind of stuff. It's just kind of like a constant basis of like trying to figure out what is going to work and how these things are going to work. Let's see, what is that part under? So many friggin' parts. Oh, I can't radially mount that. I believe it's under utility here. Let's see if I can do it with this. No. I'll just do like a fuel tank or something like that. I'll do a really small fuel tank just to give you guys an idea. I should be able to wow, I can't even say that right now. Radially mount that. So we'll launch. And come on, load quickly, please. Thank you. So let's see. Alright, we'll just get rid of this here, and we'll take control. I usually just control it with this here. Usually I can, or actually, no, I'll show the graphic interface here. So this is kind of like the winch control here, and you know, it's not overly complicated. You can just kind of load stuff, or you can bring stuff all around. And what I have on here right now is an electromagnet. So the electromagnet is basically geared to pick up just about anything. Let's see. So I think we should have this piece right now. Apparently not. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you have to turn the magnet on. Yeah. Alright, yeah, we have this piece now, I believe. Yes, there we go. So you can pick up stuff and just basically drive around with it now. Now that I have this piece, we are not at the most conventional way. Oh god, this probably is not gonna go well. Just drive off. Oh god, come on, just stay together. Okay, well, that didn't really go very well. But yeah, you guys can basically get the idea. I mean, we didn't get to go off the launch pad this way because this thing's not angled the right way, but you can kind of get the gist. I can pick up stuff, move it around, and, you know, snap that back into place. We lost a couple wheels, one wheel. Everything's looking pretty good, though. I have been really trying to work to make sure that this thing really stays together very well. Now, I'm not sure if these struts are actually needed or not, but I want to leave them there anyways, just to give it a little bit more reinforcement. And so the wheels and the main part of the structure kind of stick together as far as... Whoa. Yeah, see, this is what happens when you don't disable a lot of this stuff here. We should be reeling this thing back in. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's see. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. Turn off the key controls here. So, basically, I just really want to make sure that where the wheels, or where the main point of acceleration is, I want to make sure that that same amount of force is kind of brought with the entire structure instead of just the portions with the wheels attached, because everyone knows, whoever builds stuff in this game kind of knows that building stuff like this, generally wherever the kind of center of thrust is, that is freaking hilarious. Oh, I wish we had like a Kerbal attached or something. That's so wrong, but yeah. So let's see. I'm gonna start building my rocket after this. It looks like our testing is gonna go. It's gone pretty well. Oh god. There's probably not too much else I'm going to add to this. I might just throw on a few extra things. Oh, I should check out these lights as well. Let's see if the lights actually work. Let's see. No, we don't need to flash them, just light. Even if these really don't work out that well, I mean, it's a little bit of light, and that's all I'm really concerned with. It's just enough to where you can kind of see a little bit underneath the craft and everything. Which I could if I wanted to. Let's test out the brakes and put it in reverse as well. There we go. That's freaking awesome. So we'll speed it up here. We'll see what it looks like during the nighttime with these little lights here. They probably... oh yeah, we have no power left now. Amazing. So I will see you guys at launch. And I think we got this. I am not 100% sure, but yeah, come on, there we go. Perfect. So let's get this thing off the ground, turn off the RCS. There we go. Not full. Not full. So this is a little bit of overbuilding as far as the rocket is concerned. I didn't really want to launch with this rocket, but in this modded series, I have yet to create this subassembly, so I figured I might as well kill two birds with one stone and create the same launcher that I use in my regular series. And this is an overall, just like, probably one of my best launching platforms. It doesn't really need much changes as far as, like, basically just getting stuff off the ground. Adding fuel tanks and certain things here and there kind of adds a little bit more life to this thing, and just kind of changing things around. But overall, it just works very well, and I haven't really have yet to change it much over all this year that I've used it. It really hasn't changed overall much, but I think we'll be okay with this. And I know we're definitely got an overpowered rocket. We're probably using more fuel just to get the fuel off the ground than what we actually need here. Throttle up. There we go. The one problem is that when the solids are connected, I cannot fully throttle up, mostly because of the fact that if the solids don't burn out and then I have to decouple a tank, that's when problems start. So I usually throttle up to like a quarter or a third or whatever you want to call it, and that is usually sufficient to get it off the ground and everything else. But you can see it right now, we basically have reached almost like basically the peak is how fast we can go in the atmosphere. So, but that's just with the overall weight and everything. So right now I just slow down to 200 and try to keep it at 200. Usually in between talking and everything else and watching my build and everything else, sometimes I end up screwing this up, and then we'll start doing our turn here once we get out of the lower part of the atmosphere. But yeah, so I got high hopes for this crane. Once again, I'm sorry for the last episode. I know it wasn't really like the most entertaining episode. It was a little bit rushed, but definitely I will be re-upping for that, with this episode, hopefully. Now, this thing's main basic purpose will be, sitting at Minmus and all that good stuff. So the one thing I will say is, I haven't really done a lot of mapping around Kerbin yet. Basically I got whatever I got, which is fairly good. I mean, really, you can't complain about that, but I don't really plan on building bases on Kerbin just yet. So that's kind of where I'm going to stay with that. I really don't want to build too much on Kerbin. I'm not really overly concerned with the way Kerbin is, or just building on Kerbin, or anything involving Kerbin in general. So I don't know if I was supposed to decouple that tank a while ago. I don't know when we ran out of fuel on it, so. Now, I could activate the middle engine, but I found out through some testing now with this rocket that the middle engine is actually creating a inadequate fuel flow for each tank. So one side gets a little bit more fuel taken out of it than the other, and that is the problem I've been having with basically all of my builds with the Minmus Mega Station and all that stuff. So for future use now, I know that I cannot build that way, or at least do it that way. So, it's not that big of a deal, but I'm a little bit upset about that. But, I don't think it's going to affect the rocket so much. And that's looking perfect right there. I think this should stop going down here in a little bit. 70 is all we need, I believe. I believe the atmosphere ends at like 69 something. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother changing any of that stuff right now. But yeah, so I can't wait to get the station, or well, I shouldn't even say station. It's just gonna be a ground base. I can't wait to get it built. This ground base is gonna be significantly bigger than any ground base I've ever built before. Now that I have this welding mod and everything else installed, that is amazing. That was absolutely amazing. Now that I have this welding mod installed and stuff like that, and I'm not really too concerned for the future as far as what the welding mod will be like later on, because I think we'll be alright. I'm just not 100% sure on everything, so I'm gonna try to make sure that all these mods kind of stay where they're at and nothing really changes. But with mods, once again, I know that once things get updated and the game gets updated and everything else, it will kind of screw things up. So But once again, I will try to keep everything working. That's all I can say. I'll try my best. There we go. Just go like this. Just be lazy about it. Bring this back. Come on. Come on. Now, getting to Minmus usually isn't too hard, but I've been having problems lately. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's not even that, like, I don't know how to get there. I do. It's just, I have, like, these stupid moments where I just don't know what I'm doing. Or something. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just broken. I think it just has to do with the fact that I really haven't been playing a lot lately. And that probably has its main kind of focus on that. It's just not been playing enough or something. This game, I guess, just gets angry. Or my brain just is like, yeah, you need to play more and stop screwing around. So, once again, I have updated my ending part of the episode or whatever, so if you guys want to check that out, feel free to. I tried my best, but, you know, I don't know if you guys think it looks good or if you don't think it looks good or whatever. I really do appreciate all the feedback that I get from you guys for everything, and, you know, I always love to hear the feedback and the comments. Once again, I really love all the comments I've been getting lately, and it's been freaking awesome. So I definitely love reading the comments and responding back and talking to you guys and getting your feedback, because your feedback means more to me than, you know, any of the videos I've made or anything. It's always amazing to read. So that's definitely some good stuff. That's all I gotta say. So with the build off as well, for those of you who have entered, the drawing will be on Friday. I will announce the winner in one of the episodes on Friday. So just so you guys know that, I just want you to be sure that definitely tune in to Friday's subscriber submissions episode, because that will be the build off, winning everything, the ending of it, so you guys can know who won and what design won and everything. I'm really excited to take a look at all your craft. So anyways, guys, I will see you once we get to Minmus. And we're back, guys. I ended up scoping out the perfect site. At least I think it's a good site. It is on a flat terrain right here, but I don't know basically how much keythane that really is. Like, it says 318,000, but I don't know how long that's really gonna last the, like, site, basically. I don't know if it's, like, really worth building a huge thing out, like, in this canyon, or whatever you want to call it, if that much keythane is there, I really don't know if that is enough to really justify building a massive base. But whatever, I am gonna go forth and just build the base here anyways, because it is gonna be freaking awesome. That's all I'm gonna say right now. Well, the one thing I am going to say though too is that if you guys are familiar with my base building, it's gonna be similar to a lot of my older bases. It's gonna be somewhat similar. There's certain things that I've wanted to do, and there's certain things that I'm going to do. So that is kind of where I'm going to sit with that right now. There are many things that I have yet to really explore and do, mostly because of the fact that I've always been limited by parts. So now that I really don't have that same limitation anymore, I'm kind of a little bit more open as to what and how I'm going to build and how I'm going to build it. So let's see. The one thing I will say is we definitely got way more fuel than what we need for this mission, but I'm not overly... You know, once again, I told you that the rocket that we built was a little bit overpowered for what we were launching. Actually, a lot overpowered for what we were launching. So that, you know, kind of... I'm not really overly concerned. That's all I'm gonna say. So landing this thing shouldn't be too hard. I am a little worried that we're going to end up kind of basically not in a very flat area. The one thing I'm going to say too is that I kind of want to build this base near the mountain kind of areas and stuff like that, and just kind of stick in a corner, because I plan on putting a lot of stuff in this one little valley, so I just want everything to just kind of come together real nicely. And we may be able to test our crane out once we land. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, I do have the Kerbal attachment system and all that stuff. I did not put anything inside these containers, at least for now. I didn't wanna bring anything with me, because I'm probably gonna launch something and I'm just gonna attach a whole bunch of stuff to it, and then I'm just gonna drop it off when we get to the ground or whatever later on, because I'm not very concerned with that stuff, at least for right now. So we got the long fall and, well, the long boring fall to Minmus. Let's see, where are we at right now? 4,100 meters a second. That's really not that bad, to be honest. I should start slowing down though, because I don't know how good these engines are going to be. That looks freaking awesome though. This will look amazing. Hopefully we can still see some of these mountains, this higher mountain area, once we land, because that will be really awesome for the base once we're down. Let's see. Alright. Yeah, this really isn't that big of a lake bed compared to the old one. So hopefully we can still see a lot of this stuff when we land, because I know that the terrain kind of just basically disappears once you get to a certain point, once it starts loading everything in. Let's see, bring this over. The one thing I will say too is I did lower my graphic quality just a little bit, and it has actually had some good results so far. I mean, I'm getting a little bit better frame rate with everything. I'm not overly concerned with having like the best frame rate when I do this, but I don't want something that's going to be so bad with certain things. It really is kind of annoying, to be honest. So, alright, there's our shadow. Amazing. We're actually not that far off the surface. So, the one thing I'm going to do... Actually, I'm going to land with this tank attached first, so we can see everything. And then I'm going to try to get rid of the tank once we get it on the ground. See how that works out. I'm not too concerned with that, but I'm really curious in testing everything out before we basically get everything here, just to see if it works. Because you can do Kerbin testing, and I know a lot of people will say that the Kerbin testing is good enough. I have experienced problems with Kerbin testing, so that's all I'm gonna say. Get this down really low. That's good. That is perfect. Just speed up a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. So let's just test out the wheels here. I'm gonna disable this. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, so let's just test. Oh god. Oh god. What was that? Apparently that just decided to work. Let's see. That should be disabled. So let's bring that back in. Let's see. This should be all disabled here, so none of this stuff should have any kind of problems. I don't even know what any of this stuff is. Instant stretch, unplug. Some of the stuff I have no idea about still with this mod installed and everything. And we're rolling away. I should put on the brakes here. There we go. So it seems like this works, but I'm just not 100% certain. You know, there could be some kind of a problem that I just don't know about, at least for right now. Oh, so that just knocked off my engine. Even better. So I guess we got our first little test piece. I kind of planned on taking off a little bit just to knock off this tank, but I think what we'll do is just disconnect the tank and then drive really fast and watch it fall off. That is the new plan. What is going on with this thing? Why is it spinning around? Let's see, just bring this down. Can I just lock it into place? Let's see, they're not aligned. What is this? Why isn't it aligned? What's going on with it? Oh, there we go. I was wondering what's going on. That was a little weird. Alright, let's bring this down. Is that down? Oh, there we go. I guess that's, that works. So we just need to align ourselves over the targets a little bit. Disable the brakes. Oh god. This thing is a little jumpy. Oh my god. That is not good. I think it might be a little too overpowered or something. I'm not sure. This is not good. Oh, that is not good. So, let's see. Okay, there goes all the RCS tanks. Even better. You know what it is this freaking fuel tank. I got a way to fix this anyways. Let's just do our testing real quick. I'm gonna get rid of the fuel tank. And this should fix it. Come on. Come on. If this does what I want to do, that would be amazing. Although I have my doubts. No, we did not get what we wanted. Let's see if I can do some craziness with this thing right now. Come on. Go on. There we go. Alright, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby. Come on. Oh, no, no dice. I'm basically just destroying this thing. Oh, that's not good. Go on. Is it gonna do it now? Come on. If we got one solar panel, that's all we need. Actually, we don't even need solar panels, to be honest, because I did put the thermic generators on here. So, yeah, whatever. We don't need solar panels. This is perfectly fine, just the way it is. Yeah, I'm not even gonna complain. That is perfectly fine. I recovered it all. So let's test this thing out now that we... Oh god. There it goes again. I do think these wheels are a little overpowered, and if anything, maybe, just maybe, I'll end up basically redesigning this with the weaker wheels, because this is just a little too nutty right now. That is very nutty. I'm like basically just tapping the controller. I mean, that is just insane. And plus, for some reason, this thing is still being controlled by the key commands, even though I disabled the key commands for this. So I don't know what's going on with this right now. Let's see. Where is it? There we go. I mean, the key control should be completely shut off, as far as I know. And I don't know why this isn't getting pulled back, either. It should be getting pulled all the way back to the vessel here. I think it's just because we're moving away from it. But yeah, that is a little nutso with this control on this thing. Wow. That is not working out the way I wanted it to. Yeah, I think if anything, we're going to end up redesigning this, because these wheels just... I think I've done this before with these wheels, and I was... basically came to the same consensus that you do not use these on Minmus for any reason. But, you know, once again, I like to make the same mistake over and over again. Oh, God. There we go. I think we're lined up. That should be good. Stop. It just jumps as soon as we stop. Alright. Go forward a little bit. That's all we need to do. Oh, my God. Go back. Oh, my God. This... Yeah, I can't do this anymore. We are definitely going to go through a new redesign. I'm not going to record it, but I'm going to bring a new one to the surface, because this is just a little too nuts. So, let's see. Just bring this over. Oh, whoa. Alright, we're stopped now, finally. Jeez. And let's get this crane back. I don't know what... There we go. Come on. It's coming back slowly but surely. The one thing I think I can't do now is basically just bump into stuff. But I don't really think this crane, any of the game's physics really likes the whole bumping into things. So that is, I guess, the first lesson learned. So that isn't that bad though. And the changing of wheels really isn't that bad either, because of the fact that this whole craft and the wheels are separate. I built the whole thing separately. Certain parts were kept separate just because of the fact that I don't know how everything is going to Wow. Well, that is not good either. This thing is just, this thing, I think, just wants to kill itself. Like, it really does not like the idea. Turn on the magnet. It does not like the idea of being anywhere near anything. Come on. Oh my God. Just lower it down. Yeah, we got it. Bring it up. Ooh, that isn't so good. I did not foresee this going this way. So this is actually a lot of learning I'm doing here. For some reason, I thought this would be very, very straightforward. Let's just see what happens as I get this thing closer. Because there is a lot of weight on the end of this rope, so I'm pretty sure that maybe the Kraken will destroy it or something. This thing definitely, I think, needs a redesign. Just a little bit. I don't really think it's that bad. Oh my God. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to lift stuff very high. So let's just try a moving test. I'll lower this down a little bit. The moving test is probably going to be very, very interesting. If anything, what I might end up doing is basically attaching stuff on the side as well and getting like a crew down just to move stuff around. So let's see. Oh my god. Oh, that is not good. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. No, 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 no. Wow. That is very interesting. That's all I can say. I really have I have no words to describe what I feel right now. This is just really weird. Wow. You know what it is too? It's just that this crane doesn't really have a lot of weight on it either, so that by itself, oh my god, this thing is just getting like ripped apart by this. This is a little bit of a heavy object to be lifting as well. I think this tank has a very large amount of fuel in it, so I don't know how well that's gonna work. I think we might end up just switching over to just sky cranes to build. I don't know how well this thing is going to actually work. Well, you know what? If anything, I'll turn off the SAS too. I don't really need to have that on. If anything, I'm going to do a redesign, and we're definitely going to go forth with this. I don't know how well this thing is really going to work. I kind of figured with the Kerbal attachment system and having the deployable rope with the magnet and all that stuff, this would actually work out very well. But there is basically no weight on the bottom of this thing, so that is kind of a thing I did not really think of. But one thing I will show you real quick, just before, you can see this thing's part count is only 22 parts. So that is not bad at all. I don't know if that's counting... Yeah, we'll just get rid of that. I don't know if that is counting that tank. No, it isn't. So, let's see. Get this thing back. This thing really does not like to get locked back into place. That's all I can say. Let's see. Bring it up. There we go. Perfect. So it's all set up. I'm going to do a little bit more work on it. I think, if anything, I'm going to start adding some weight on the bottom here. And, you know, kind of seeing how that works out. I might put some landing legs on it as well, just to kind of help stabilize it a little bit. I think that will help out a lot more as well. So anyways, guys, if you like what you see here, subscribe. There's always more to come. To all you new people, welcome. And, yeah, I will see you next time.